A lot of times I'm driving, there's nothing to do, and I shuffle through the radio before I unglue. There's a lot of red on ways, it's traffic, I'm screwed, and I'm wired a bit different than a regular dude. It's not a bad thing, I embrace it, it's true. The radio don't stimulate brain chemistry fluid. The Buddha found nirvana and the Four Noble Truths. Through a meditative process, right action he proved. For me, I require the use of a tool, a detector, pin, pointer, shovel, and beach scoop. I'm meant to work the dirt with my history crew, but everywhere I look, my interest taboo. Most people choose Bieber over Tippecanoe. What does a detectorist listen to when the radio is full of bad music and news? I need an alternative for me to peruse. Beyond Sight and Sound gets fantastic reviews. A metal detecting show where my thought bubble brews. Thank you, Josh Kimmel, for inviting me to a detecting dork out with guests like yours truly.
All right. It's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chuck was ship-shape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of 8 in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate, contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll dig up a great deal for you.
High passion rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show.
All right. We're back. We're live. You are here. All right. Let me get things shifted around on the screen here. I don't know what's going on. The internet, something is wreaking havoc. But that's alright. We'll see. We'll try and make it through anyway. A little strange. One system's caught in updates. Another system, Messenger doesn't want to seem to respond right now. I don't know. Don't know what's going on. Alright. So we see... let's see. Mark's in. Bills are in. Bortners are in. Tam's in. Tom Kingery in the house. Dennis. Okay, looks like I'm starting to catch up here in the chat. Jason, Melissa. It's a little, the cold sets in Saturday. Yeah. The really cold sets in Saturday. That's what the deal is. Let's see. Huh. So, Ohio Relic Hunters got to order pizza. You know, normally I'm on board for pizza, but not after the video I just saw. Ian's in. Chicken bacon ranch pizza, huh? Interesting. Oh boy. All right. So it looks like let's see here. All right. Get one thing shut down here. Okay. Now, it looks like everything's rolling along. I think, yeah, looks like it. So how's the audio? All right. Audio's good. Good. Good to know. So at least we can get one thing working. Okay. Now see if I can get some other screens shut here. All right. Now, So we got set up for the show, and obviously everybody yeah, yeah, pretty much, Kevin. All right, so we got set up for the show, and as we left off Sunday, Chuck had mentioned that we would be announcing the winners of the shuffle contest tonight. And if he happened to get called out, he would give us a shout and let me know how many winners that we were announcing. And I believe it's possible that he got called out. We'll hope that's the case. Because Chuck is actually MIA currently, but we'll see what's going on. And jalapeno popper pizza. Interesting. Different. That might not be bad. I wonder if that's... See, now you guys got me all sidetracked. I wonder if that's something that is normal for Casey's. We've actually got a Casey's near us as well. I don't know, though. Like I said, after the video I just watched, I just don't know if I can handle pizza right now. At least not like that, anyway. Good grief. I think that was 3 pizzas and, I don't know, 4 pounds of meat. Something like that. I don't know. Someplace overseas called the Purgatory Challenge. And it looked painful. Although Tam keeps watching all these food challenge videos, and that might be why it looked painful. I've just seen too much lately. Who knows? Either way, Chuck may be out this evening, so we're going to go ahead and we'll roll for a bit and see if he happens to get in or not. Yeah, there it is. 10 pounds pizza burger. Beard Meets Food was the name of the channel. Like I said, it looked painful. God, that thing was huge. Um, oh my. Old Pilon in the house. Yeah, Tam keeps trying to talk me into doing some of these, and it's, no. No, I don't think so. Uh, Last night she was trying to talk me into, some sort of a, Mexican food challenge. Uh, Not happening. No. And yes, thanks for bringing that up there, Dennis. For those who don't know, this week, one of DTH's admins passed away suddenly. Jeff Dorson, and some folks may remember DTH Stockton Galena was done to, the raffles were being done to raise funds for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. And Jeff's son is was the child that had the type 1 juvenile diabetes. It's very sad. It's unfortunate. And it was very unexpected. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the family. Definitely an unfortunate situation. And I see that, Bill. I don't think she needs any encouragement. One of these days, she's going to get me into trouble. And that's, I don't know. Some of these that she sees, quite frankly, is just a lot of food. That's, it makes my stomach hurt just thinking about it. Definitely. And I see that somebody had said Ian had a great idea. Dare I ask? I don't know. I'm scrolling in the chat, but I'm not seeing it, which could be a good thing. I don't know. Okay, he can. I see. I don't know what sort of collusion is going on in the chat. It's hard to say. But yeah. It was definitely unexpected news to hear. And it's tough. DTH has suffered some very serious losses as of late. Oh boy. And now I see, yeah. Okay. Now it sounds like Ohio Relic Hunter's saying if he digs enough, he could take on a food challenge. Careful, Bill. It just, I don't know. Some of this stuff you can only put your body under so much stress. Let's put it that way. Oh, you guys are, yeah. You guys are something else. Alan in the house. You guys are definitely something else. And with Alan in the house, Emery in the house as well. Well. So everyone has made it in, I do believe. And I have got to do something about this. Let's see. Maybe. There, maybe that'll take care of that. I just don't know. So with Alan in, obviously, as with Bob D in as well. Good grief. Okay. Everybody's dropping in now. What is going on? Well, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard to everyone else. So obviously, also, as we mentioned, Sunday, as we get closer to Chicago Dig Fest in Wisconsin, I'm sure that we'll be able, when the flyer's ready to drop, and John and Alan want to let that information out, I'm sure we'll be able to get them back on the show to discuss Chicago Dig Fest in Wisconsin. Now that I see that Alan is in the chat. And as far as I know, Okay, if we have to. Nice. And as far as I know, we had also said Sunday that we would take entries for the shuffle contest up to tonight before the show. And to the best of my knowledge, no one else submitted any entries today. We did have another entry come in, but that was not today. Which means we've got four entries. Unfortunately, without knowing exactly what else is being handed out, like I said, we'll let it roll for a little bit and see what happens. Because I believe Chuck was talking about at least 2 winners. So we'll see what happens. And I'll try to hold off as long as possible to call those winners. Just in case. I don't know, though. I know Chuck's been very busy trying to get things prepared for Aruba. Right, Dennis? He's been very busy trying to get things prepared for Aruba, and once again, it's a tough life. Man. Earlier, getting ready for the show, I don't know why I do this to myself, but I had to check. I had to see. I was dying to know. Once again, currently, right now in Aruba, it's 80 degrees. 80 with a low of 77. And that's a far cry warmer than what any of us are seeing over here. But if he has any idea what he's coming back to, he may just decide to stay in Aruba for a little bit. Right, Alan? Yeah, he says it's a tough life. And I guess if something happens and the flights home get delayed for some reason due to weather or anything like that, I'm sure that that's just going to be traumatic to have to spend a few more days in that nice weather. Nah. Yeah, I doubt it. I don't know. He may be trying on Hawaiian shirts. Yeah, exactly, Ian. Might have to miss the flight. Just saying. And let's see. Apparently right now, at least in Shannon's neck of the woods, 3 below this morning. But next week's going to be 20 below. Or in the negative 20s. That's tough. And we've got it coming too. Matter of fact, it sounds like it's going to be a little worse for us than it is for Illinois. Huh. Well, I'm pretty sure, Shannon, that Tam can probably find the link and send it to you. I want to say she found that on YouTube. And yeah. Yeah, it's something else. All right. Nice, Phil. I see that. You know, sometimes people probably kind of wonder when they catch the archives, what in the world goes on in the chat that they're talking about. But if you go back, like for people that wonder that from time to time, if they go back and they click on the live tab on the YouTube channel and they go back to whatever live stream that archive may have came from, if they're watching on the computer, at least for me anyway, it shows up. You can go back and you can see all of the comments that were put into the live chat. So sometimes people can see that. At least I can. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else happens to catch that or not when they come back through. So I don't know. I think we've kept it I think we've drug it out long enough, though, that if Chuck was dropping in to make the show, he probably would have made it by this point. So with that in mind, I guess what we'll do is I will go ahead and name off 2 winners. And then, yeah, hopefully he is. I mean, we all hope he's safe if he's out on a call. The Bortners get 1 or 2 entries. I think we can count that as just 1 entry. Although I gotta say, there were a couple of very creative entries. Definitely. Right. You can't win if you don't enter. Nice. Yeah, they'll have to split. Shannon will take the winnings. Oh boy. But yeah, what we'll do is I'll go ahead, because I know Chuck had specifically mentioned that if there were 2 entries, they'd both get a little something. So maybe what I'll do is I'll name 2 winners tonight. And I'll check with Chuck. I think he leaves for Aruba Saturday. So I'll name 2 winners tonight. And if I find out that it was more than that, then I will contact the other entries, or we'll name the other ones Sunday. And we'll see how that goes. So if I've got to pick 2, and it's tough, it is definitely tough. Because I thought they were all good. Kudos to everybody that did go ahead and enter. It definitely gave everybody some laughs. It did. Yeah. All right. So we've waited long enough that I don't think Chuck's going to make it. So what we'll do, me and Tam had both looked over everything earlier tonight. Random.org, yeah. That might have made it a little easier. But like I said, I'll go ahead and I'll name 2 tonight. And if I find out that I'm wrong and all 4 were supposed to get something, then we'll go ahead and make sure that the other 2 know Sunday, or I will contact them via Messenger. So I guess if we're naming two, oh, and Tam says she can do a random real quick. I don't know. Oh, Tam says she picked all four for favorites. All right. Here's what we'll do then. I don't know what all Chuck was going to give out. So we'll find out what Chuck was going to give out, and if Chuck was only going to award 2 places, then I can get something out, you know, a couple of tokens or silver dimes, something like that, to the other 2 places. What's this? Wait on Chuck and post on the group. You know, okay. Well, let's see. So, if I'm understanding this correctly, I think everybody in the chat is pretty much I think everyone is pretty much saying wait and post the winners over in the Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group. Is that correct? Okay. Looks like. Okay. I guess the people that are in the running have spoken. I guess what we're going to do is we're going to wait. Yeah. Suspense, right? The suspense is just it's killing me. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead. All right. The natives have spoken. Rather than announcing the winners here tonight, I'll post up the winners on the Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group. And we'll announce the winners there. And then we'll come back and announce that on the show at a later point. Oh, that is cute, Kaylee. So he was trying to explain the video and you snuck in. Although I do have to admit that was a very cool way that video was done. You could hear the music and then the door kind of opens and there they are. That was very cute. I do have to say that. So kudos on creativity. Definitely. But there were some other creative entries too. So I think that's what we're going to wind up doing then. It seems like everyone is in agreement that we'll go ahead, we'll wait. I'll see what Chuck is giving out. And we'll make a post on the group and announce that. And I can announce it on the next episode as well for those who may have missed the post. But it's going to be easy enough to tag everyone in the post so that they can see what the final ruling was. So if that's the case, now that we're all in agreement on that, a couple other quick things. Obviously, like we mentioned Sunday, things are still being brought together for Swing Into Summer 25 in East Moline. And there will be a lot of things discussed in the next week or so. I know Chuck will be over in Aruba with Tim. They'll be getting some things figured out while they're over there. And once they're done with their vacation from the cold, they'll be ready to hit it hard when they get back here stateside, because it'll be so cold there ain't nothing worth going outside for. Which means we'll have more news for everybody very soon. And with that, I think we're going to roll out of here a little early. If I happen to hear from Chuck tonight, we will go ahead and make that post tonight. Otherwise, I would imagine we can come up with something by tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. So stay tuned to the Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group. And then we can find out who wins what, or who wins, period. And we'll take it from there. Until then, obviously, the Weather Warriors have been talking. We're seeing it in the chat as well. It's about to get unseasonably cold. Try and stay safe out there, folks. Have a wonderful evening. We're out of here.
We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.